December is a great time to be in Chennai. This world-famous music season is quite popular among the global music fraternity, and not just the fraternity. People, anybody and everybody who love music, they fly down to Chennai just to have the glimpse of this grand festival. To give you a perspective of how December is a great time to be in Chennai, by the way. To give you the feel of how it feels like to be a fanboy of classical music, especially in Chennai, is that you walk into a cricket stadium when you're attempting to go and see the show see the final of the tournament. Get there to feel the intense vibe of that every moment that you get in from the lobby until you sit on the chair, and to listen to every musician on stage. On the other side, for a Carnatic musician, it's a very big deal to get into this stage, especially in December. There's a lot of competition, and there are a lot of divisiveness as well. And getting a stage amidst all these is a huge, huge challenge. Around this time last year, amidst my busy schedule, I stole some time during my lunch break to attend one concert. It was of a debutant who is a teenager. He was all set for performing that day, and unfortunately, he couldn't perform really well. Adding to this misery is that one of the attendees started raising questions on a louder note to the committee members of the musical institution on the basis and the transparency aspect of every institution. For that little guy who was making his debut, it was a misery that day. He did not perform really well. He fumbled a lot, just like I did. And I felt personally disturbed as well. That night I couldn't sleep because I felt bad for that little guy who has been judged so badly for one bad performance. I'm a performing artist as well. I do stand-up comedy. I've had good gigs. I've had bad shows as well. The good shows always gave me a lot of confidence, while the bad shows got fellow comedians come down to me, and I've always had those people give a lot of motivation, and sometimes they'll help me improvise the content which did not work on that given day. What I realized was that as a stand-up comic, I'm privileged with an inclusive ecosystem. This concept of open mics is pretty popular, and I wanted something similar for Carnatic musicians. This kind of an inclusive ecosystem is something that the musicians actually lacked. I wanted to do something for them, and guess what? I did what a typical Bangalore guy would do to start up. I just created a Facebook page and said, I'm starting something for the musicians. All I did was I shared that I'm going to start an open mic event exclusive for Carnatic musicians, and that these people need not tell me how experienced they are, how much clout that they have, what is their coach, etc. They need not pay a single penny. They need not share any detail of how good they are as a musician. We never ask for any portfolio. All I did was just give me a call, ask for a stage time, come and perform is what I said. Somehow the media houses found it novel and they picked up. In the first week of April, somebody told me that I was trending on Google for almost a week on Google News, and a lot of calls were received on that day. I had a lot of calls, and that was quite overwhelming as well. Among all calls, one call was pretty noteworthy because that day on April 7th, we had our inaugural open mic with this gentleman among the performances. We had only 8 slots opened up. We had 115 registrations that day to perform. Mr. Muthukumaran, he is 63 years old. He rang me 2 days prior to the open mic. He said, "Sir, I never had a formal practice. Will I be allowed to sing?" So you're absolutely welcome. If you love this art form, please come take the stage. And he gave a disclaimer even before he started performing on that day. He was exemplary. He did really well on that day. He sang as if he was practicing Carnatic music for over 2 to 3 decades, and he has been doing stages for over a decade. And few people walked down to him and said, "So you must be lying. You don't sound like you are someone who never practiced Carnatic music at all. You were too good. You were as good as a prominent musician," is what he said. And after the event, when we walked down, he felt so grateful. He told me that I always wanted to sing on stage. I thought that would never happen in my lifetime. Thank you for making me live my dream, is what he said. Until this conversation, I never had that kind of reverence. I'm a comedian, and I always do 18+ jokes in a pub. I've always done that. You know, me getting that kind of reverence is something which was highly overwhelming for me as well. And this is the kind of change that I was trying to bring about. I was also intrigued why, having said that there are 80 to 85 musical institutions within 6 localities of Chennai, are very prominent and are running really well, why is it a lot of people come and perform in open mic formats like this? It is realized that they are deprived of stage time, that's a different thing. But a self-realization is that we follow a novel management strategy called the Blue Ocean strategy, which makes all the competition irrelevant. So nobody did open mics, we were the first, and so far we are the only people, and that kind of attracted everybody. And the stage is for everybody, no scrutiny, no competition, etc. is what we say. Only thing that we always do is, we don't judge people, we encourage people to make mistakes right on stage. You know, that's something which everyone are fascinated about, and they come here to make mistakes and improvise. While the other institutions, they are unapologetic and highly competitive, and that's called the red ocean in contrary. So this is a citation which is the contrary of the blue ocean. A lot of performances happened. We had over 200 performances, each performing for 15 minutes since April this year until last week. We never wanted to just say, come and perform in open mics, have a good stage time, have fun and then go. Most people, right from their first open mic until today, they have improved a lot as a performer too. We personally thought we should do something for them. We have to create a journey for every musician. So I said, we'll do all the production activities for them. We will start recording everything and put the content out on the internet. And that kind of worked really, really well. We have over 5 hours of content today, and we are catalyzing the journey of close to 200 people who aspire to be musicians, irrespective of who their coach is, how long have they practiced, and what their club is. If you really love this art form, come perform, and they are right here. Over 5 hours of content are live with us. These are the happy faces. And I was always intrigued about what makes them get attracted to us, and everybody here has performed. And there is a 1-year-old musician over here, and there is 3 decades-old musician over there. Everybody here wanted to come and carve out their journey as a musician here. I was quite intrigued what made them and what made me started. It's a simple compassion that I had. I always wanted only to listen to good quality Carnatic music. When I drive from office to home or home to office, that was a kind of selfishness I had. I do stand-up comedy, I'm a marketer, and one bad performance that day by one random young kid inspired me to actually try to bring about a change in the lives of thousands of musicians today. Now, I'm incorporating what I'm good at professionally as a marketer, and whatever that I've learned practicing on stage as a stand-up comedian. These personalities of mine were incorporated to bring out a new structure for Carnatic music fraternity, and this is something that this ecosystem needed. My aim is to make this ecosystem absolutely inclusive. If you are compassionate about something, if you have a friend who is really doing something great, find out their strengths, find out your strengths, go hand in hand, let them go. Thank you very much.